Hi, my name is Adam Avrilla, and I would like to welcome you back. This month, we're going to create this gorgeous centerpiece that can be as long as you want, because you're going to get a piece of wood from the hardware. We're going to drill some holes, beat it up, add these beautiful flowers, and you have the perfect creative tablescape. We are going to start with the base of the design. So I have a 3.5-inch square piece of wood that's 36 inches long. You can go as long as you want. I went this length because of the quantity of flowers we're going to use. Depending on what table you use and how many bouquets you want to purchase, you can go as long as you absolutely want. I already marked it off, and the holes are 4.5 inches apart, and you'll notice that they're staggered. I don't want a straight line. I want the interest of the staggering. And the water tubes we're going to be using for this are 3/4 inch, so I have a 3/4 inch drill bit. And all you do is you simply drill in. As you can see, we have it. And then our water tubes, when we're ready, will fit perfectly in there to hold the flowers. How great is that, right? Now for the fun part. We want this to be distressed. We want this to look vintage. I don't really want it to look like it's a perfect piece of wood. It already has some cracks. At the lumberyard, I intentionally bought a piece that was already a little bit beaten up, as you can see. The reason being is we don't want it to look so fresh. So go ahead, I used a crowbar. You could take a hammer and take the frustrations of your life out on this. Whether your spouse irritated you, the kids aren't listening, work is bad, you're just having a bad day, just go ahead and beat this up. As you can see, I already have some marks in there. And this is just going to give us that vintage feel for it. And once you do all sides, stain it. You can stain it any color you like, depending on your home decor, your outside decor. If it's for an event, the event decor. Use some stain, stain it up, making sure that you stain inside of the holes, because you don't really want to see the raw wood in there. You want it to be stained. And once you do that, you will have this. Do you see how it is beaten up? It looks a little weathered. I used gray stain because I think gray looks beautiful with our flower colors that we're using. You can see the holes are already drilled in, but isn't that beautiful? What a perfect start to our design. Now that we have our base created, we have our flowers assorted, and by the way, is this not a perfect match with the gray? I'm not saying you have to match it, but it is a perfect match. We are going to start inserting the flowers. Hydrangeas need plenty and plenty of water, and so I would cut this and put it closer to the bottom so it really gets a lot of moisture. And then your line flowers, which is your stock, we can get some height in this design. And I already cut away a lot of the foliage because we want to see the beautiful flowers. We don't necessarily want to see lots of foliage. And this design is all about randomness. So you see this is not the same height, not the same distance, it's all random. We have these gorgeous cremones. And then beautiful daisy palms. Let's take some of that foliage right off. This was a long stem, so I cut this off because I'm going to put this somewhere else because I didn't want it to look super smashed inside of the tube. So let's just cut this shorter. Let's put it with the stock. Now you can put more than one flower per water tube, but I will tell you, you need to check the water more often because what's going to happen is it's going to drink it up much quicker. And so you want to make sure that you have plenty of water in there. I love this flower. Isn't this gorgeous? This I'm going to cut high and I'm going to put it in with the hydrangea, knowing again that we're going to have to add more water because it's going to drink it so quickly. And these carnations, beautiful, right? I like that, so let's bring this down a little bit, I think. Let's bring this one down too. And now we have our color enhanced Thuringium. So I'm just going to cut the pieces off. And we're just going to put these in with some of the flowers to add that texture, brings that gray around. How beautiful is that? This is perfect really for any event you do, whether it's wedding or shower or even in your home. You can cut the wood as long as you want. Just add more water tubes, add more flowers, and it creates this beautiful, beautiful tablescape. And people are gonna think, God, you must have spent a fortune on that. And little do they know, you took your frustrations out on the wood, and then it's voila, done. And the ruscus, as you know, if you watched us, we like to cut things apart, use them in multiple places. Making sure we get flowers on the reverse as well. If it is for a table, a guest table where people are going to sit all around, make sure you put flowers on both sides. If it is for just a card table or nobody's going to be behind it, then you could do all your flowers facing out towards your guests. Even the little one on the stem, we're still going to use. There's no reason not to use it. How beautiful, right? Super easy. The design is still happening, and if you watch the other videos, which I'm sure you do, you notice that the design is starting at the top, it's the height, and it works its way down. That also gives us the movement and the rhythm we need within the design to make it pleasing to the eye. So start with your middle at the top and work your way down. And then I'm just gonna add a few candles because some votives always make it more romantic. So you notice the votives are a perfect height with the wood. And yes, you can mix metallics, mix gold and grays together. It really stands out. I hope you love this as much as I do, and I cannot wait for you to do this for your next event. Remember, like and subscribe, and we will see you next month.